Today is the first actual day in the concepts for our translation stage.
You made it.
Building up. Okay, we're here. So I'm going to paraphrase and maybe read a few sections from the text, but we're going to talk about it and help you come up with your own ways of putting it into your thoughts, your way of thinking. So we have 3 questions for each section, and this one, the first question is in the text. It's why the term lens. So like as much as you can, look at what's in the text and then think, why the term lens? And then think about the word lens. What does the word lens mean to you? And think about it as a physical thing. Think about lenses in like that you can hold in your hand, and then think about lenses like part of your own eye. How does that work? And just kind of like have a playground of lenses. Like think about anything you know and understand about lenses in the physical world, and then we want to take internal lenses and think about that, and think about how things are part of you that you use to see the world. So I love the term lens. So let's do why the term lens, and then how does the mental lens impact everything that I think? How does your mental lens affect everything that you think? I love that question. And then how does the mental lens ever impact everything that I do? So you think before you do, but it affects everything that you're doing, and sometimes you're doing stuff without thinking. So I love having those 2 questions. Even though they sound similar, they're really different, because a lot of our lenses are just subconscious. We don't realize that we're looking through a lens that we've created that we affects everything that we think and everything that we do, but we don't really realize we're looking through it. And I love the analogy of the sunglasses, and this is something that I use to put in Stacy's language for my hero. And that is when I pick up sunglasses that are yellow or pink or something and I put them on, initially I look around and I can tell a big difference, like, okay, this is normal, this is pink, and I look around and I see a big difference. But after a while, let's say I just wear them for a few minutes even, then I've stopped thinking about how it changes what I'm seeing, and I'm just noticing what I'm seeing. And I don't think, oh, everything is slightly pink now because I have these lenses on. So I think that our mental lenses, when we're looking through them, if we're not examining them to see how they change or what they're doing, then we just think everything is just that way. That's just the way it is. There are reality lenses.
Yeah, if you were to, I'm just imagining as you were telling that story, if you didn't ever realize you had pink sunglasses on.
Oh yeah, that's more, yeah.
So the world is just this way, and then you take it off to examine and say, oh, these sunglasses are pink, and then you look around. I mean,
you couldn't really do that in
you
real
couldn't
life.
actually, but you're thinking about the way you see things as change. Well, yeah.
As changeable.
Yeah, but like how does the way you see things affect everything? And if you think of it, like the difference between, is today we talk about perspective and reality?
Tomorrow.
Oh, really?
We can talk about it today. We just divided concept number 1 into 2 parts.
Like the difference between a perspective and a lens. Like a perspective would be seeing how someone else is seeing it and just understanding their perspective. Or, for example, if you see people standing up in a line, there was a picture that was really profound this way, where a photographer took a picture of people, and it looked like everyone was standing right together in a group. And then they took another picture from another angle, which was from the side, and everyone was separated. And so it was just the perspective of the camera that made it look like they were together or apart. That's perspective, but that's not lens. Because perspective, it's not the way you see the world. You don't think of it as reality, you think of it as, this is another way other people think of it.
Yeah.
Okay? So in order to examine your lens, you want to examine what you think reality is, and is it really that way, or is it the way you think reality is?
And is it serving you?
And yeah.
That's tomorrow's.
Yeah, that's jump. Okay, so what are they supposed to do?
So just go through the text and see, how could I put this in my own words? You could go line by line, you could go idea by idea and say, how could I make this my own? And if I was going to teach this in front of a class, what would I say? If I was going to coach someone to
Mhm.
understand this, what would I say?
And Stacy's gonna give just, instead of posting the entire concept each day, she's gonna just post one small section. So the part that's in the text, that's the part you translate.
Yeah.
And you can draw on other things and, you know, whatever it takes to make that part make sense, but that's the only, like, if this were an assignment, that's the only part you're accountable for.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Your homework for today.
Yeah, homework for today.
It's just half of concept number 1.
Yep, that small section of text, put that into your own words, think about,
Yeah.
and any other way that you would put it that would make more sense to you. Stacy used lens, but
Yeah, lens is just my way of making sense of this. What's your way of making sense of this idea? And I want to say, I'll probably say this most days, but if we're going too slow for you, jump ahead. This is where we're, in the overview, we were kind of like, well, don't go to stage 2 before you finish stage 1. But in stage 2, if we're going too slow, just jump ahead. Go through, create your guidebook, spend a chunk of time and go through it, because we are going to take it quite slow. We don't want to overwhelm anyone. We want to make it clear and understandable. So we're going to go slow, but if you want to go faster, go faster, and then review it, and then add more to it. And if you finish stage 2 and want to go on to stage 3, go for it.
Cool.
And then one quick thing too is next Friday, or we're going to, so today's day 44, no, 45. Anyway, in a couple of days, we're going to start implementing the playground post in Facebook. So if you're in the Facebook group and you are, let's say you went way ahead.
Oh yeah, good idea.
You went way ahead and you were like, oh my gosh, I have a question. We're going to each week we're going to make a post called the playground, and that's where you can post any questions from the beginning to the end, like any question. It doesn't have to be related to what we're covering.
Any question or any experience, any suggestion, any,
Yeah,
like, it's just an open playground.
Yeah, personal experience you think that other people would benefit from, anything that you want to post, so, or write in the comments on that post.
Yep.
So yeah, well,
Okay.
yeah, we're good.
Okay. Cool. All right. See you tomorrow.
Bye.